Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is snowing here in Central Park this morning. It is super beautiful. Good morning. And we are standing here giving you a live view of the Manhattan skyline from Central Park. I am Anne. I am the social media manager for Central Park Conservancy. It's the page that you're on right now. We are the nonprofit that cares for Central Park. We manage and maintain all 843 acres of this beautiful landscape, and we raise 75% of the park's annual budget of $65 million. And here we are on the beautiful Sheep Meadow, one of the most iconic public spaces within Central Park. And I just thought that you might enjoy this beautiful view of the snow. And there's some barky dogs behind me who are loving the snow so much. And I don't know, I guess I can walk a little bit maybe, and we can take a look. So the Sheep Meadow is of course closed at the moment. All of our lawns, our major lawns, are closed in the winter because the lawn needs a rest. Their lawn needs a rest, but we do reopen the lawns when we get, and the hills more importantly, when we get over 6 inches of snow, and then they will be if we get more than 6 inches of snow today, they will be reopened for winter fun, snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, sledding, all of that wonderful stuff. The park is actually really quiet this morning just because it is very windy and very snowy and rather cold, to be quite honest. I have hand warmers in my pockets, and it's a little chilly, but if you dress appropriately, it's an absolutely beautiful place to be this morning. If you come to the park, just be safe, wear your boots. If you're running, maybe wear an extra layer, bring a set of crampons in case you get stuck someplace, especially if you're running through the Ramble or somewhere. But yeah, it's just a beautiful morning in Central Park, and I wanted to share this with you. So that's the skyline of Manhattan. That's Midtown Manhattan. Let me see if I can name a couple for you. This is these two, one right here are the Time Warner Center. That's like 135 Park, no, something. Someone can tell me. I always forget the name of that one just because it's just some numbers. But that's the Essex House, the J.W. Marriott Essex House. This one right here is another one with numbers that I can never remember the name of. This is the GM building. That's 235 Park Avenue. That's the Pier. That's the Sherry Netherland. The plaza is like right there. It's beautiful. Puppies. The dogs are loving this. Everyone is loving this. Doggies. Anyway, here, let's walk a little bit. I'll show you. So the paths are really nice and clear thanks to my coworkers and colleagues. The Central Park Conservancy. We are out in the park 24/7, especially when it snows. They'll staff up to ensure that the park is beautiful and clean and safe. And so you can come in and do your thing in the park in this winter wonderland. And here we are again. And so if anyone has any questions, please feel free to let me know. The place that we give out the most information about the park is on our Twitter account. It is at Central Park NYC. You will find me manning it. My name is Anne. I am the social media manager for Central Park Conservancy. You can ask me all of your park questions on Twitter. It's at Central Park NYC. We also do weekly broadcasts on Periscope. Same username at Central Park NYC, and we share the beauty of the park on our Instagram. Same username at Central Park NYC. And if you'd like lots of information about the park, you can check our website. It is centralparknyc.org. And just for anyone joining us late, we are the Central Park Conservancy. We are the nonprofit that cares for Central Park. We manage and maintain all 843 acres with over 350 staff, and we raise 75% of the park's annual budget of $65 million. So here we are. Absolutely beautiful day in the park, but oh my gosh, it's really cold. So this is a little walkway. I love this walkway. It has lilacs on either side, and in the summer this fence is covered with beautiful morning glories and clematis vines. And it's really, really lovely. It's one of my favorite places to walk. And of course it's next to the incredibly beautiful Sheep Meadow, which is currently covered in white. And so you can see, if you can see that glowing sign right there, that's the beginning of Times Square, which you can see from the park down 6th and 7th Avenues. But yeah, listen. Also, let's listen. It's so quiet. The robins are really kind of angry that it's snowing again, I think. For those of you outside of the United States, the snow is slightly ironic because we have this funny tradition here in the States called Groundhog Day, where we pull a groundhog, which is also known as a gopher or a woodchuck, out of its den and ask it whether it sees its shadow or not. I mean, we don't actually ask it, but you know, they determine whether or not the groundhog has seen its shadow. And if the groundhog sees its shadow, it means we're in for 6 more weeks of winter. And if the groundhog doesn't see its shadow, it means that spring will be here very, very soon. And so the most famous groundhog is Punxsutawney Phil, who's down in Pennsylvania. And he was the subject sort of the Bill Murray movie Groundhog Day. But here in New York we have our own groundhog, of course, because it's New York, and his name is Staten Island Chuck. His official name is Charles G. Hogg, and both Charles and Punxsutawney Phil did not see their shadows, and they both predicted spring would be here rather soon. And then of course 3 days later we get snow. But I think it's not going to be as much as we got with our last snow, which was just shy of 27 inches. It was 26.8 inches, which was 1/10 of an inch shy of the all-time record for snow in New York City. And what made it really significant is it was the first time that we, the Central Park Conservancy, was taking the official snow measurements for the National Weather Service. And so it was kind of exciting to almost almost break a record on our first major snowfall. But it was also, that was challenging because our staff were working so hard to clear the snow, and it was just, you know, it just kept coming and coming and coming, and they do such an amazing job keeping the park clean and beautiful, and my coworkers are amazing, and we thank you for your support that allow us to keep Central Park this beautiful in all weather, 365 days a year, open and free to the public at all times. Well, at least from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. daily, because the park actually does close at 1 a.m. and reopens at 6 a.m. So here, let me give you one more incredible view of the Sheep Meadow. And I thank you so much for joining me this morning. We'll be doing this more frequently. If you have any ideas for where you'd like me to go, or any monuments or areas of the park that you'd like to see or learn more about, please leave it in the comments. I take requests. Unlike many a DJ, I am more than happy to take your requests. And so I think that's it. The snow is picking up, and I realize I've lost one of my hand warmers, and I think that means that it's time for me to jump off and say thank you so much and happy Friday. Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining me. Have a great weekend, and you can find us elsewhere on the internet at centralparknyc.org. That's our website. And then we are at Central Park NYC on Twitter, Periscope, Vine, Instagram, everywhere. So happy Friday, everyone, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thanks for joining me. Bye.